Really good. And guess what? This one's going to be even better. All right. I've been enjoying talking to B-Lo. All right. Albert Briscoe, you know, if you want to get technical. Why do you call you B-Lo?
I think I earned the name from my personality and my character and the way I move. I was never a real flamboyant individual. Everything I did, it was kind of low.
Okay.
Low, so you know.
Okay, so B-Lo.
Yeah.
All right. You've been a wonderful guest so far, and even I am learning stuff. See, it's part of my mission as being called to do what I do, to pick your brain, to see the thinking of how the males that are in our neighborhood, how are they thinking? Because I know that this way we're going to change this neighborhood if we change the mindset of the people who live here. I just refuse to live and die in this kind of neighborhood where I can't walk down the street without somebody saying something or trying to take my person. That ain't happening in my neighborhood. You know, I grew up in rural Alabama, and you know, we never did. We didn't even have a lock on our house. We didn't even have a lock on the door. I mean,
that's
so
community right there.
Right. I mean,
that's real community right there.
Really, we didn't even have. It wasn't. We needed to go somewhere out of town or something, and we had to put a lock on the door. There was no lock on our door. You know, so why can't we have that same kind of thing? Now, welcome back to my 34th show. It's just getting gooder and gooder, if you will. Why can't we have the kind of neighborhood where we speak to each other? You know, this is the only place I've been where black folks won't even say hi. How much does it cost you to say hi to me?
Absolutely nothing.
I mean, so, you know, you won't even say hi. I ain't asking you for nothing. I don't want your kidney or your heart. I'm just saying hi. That's all. You know, we're going to change some stuff around here because we have men like you who are passionate about what you do. Men like you who have been on the other side and saw what that was like. And you see that it's not as glamorous once you're over there. You know how we say the grass is greener on the other side until you get over there? And then the place where you left from, now it becomes greener. So we have the privilege right now of having B-Lo open up his heart and share where he's been. But before this is over, we're going to talk about where he's been, where he's going, and where he wants to end up being. You're going to make a mark. I said that to Fresh. After I met you, I said he's going to be a young man that makes a mark. I am good at identifying leaders. I have the potential to identify them. That's why some you know you don't work with. You just okay. But I can spot potential. There's a lot of potential in you. There's a lot of potential in you to make a change in North Minneapolis right here. Because guess what? As far as you went to the negative, you can go even farther to the positive. They're two polar opposites. So as low as you have been, you can go that high and higher. Because there's no limit to how far you can go. And I already know enough about you to know that you are a man of influence. If you put on a red shirt with an orange tie, you see somebody else with a red shirt and an orange tie on. That's the power of influence that you have. So I know it's hard. I know it's a struggle. I know you get tired sometimes. But you still got to keep going. For the sake of your son. For the sake of his son. You're right. We need to leave a better legacy for our people. And you know one point that you made, you know, there are other races that when you get 18, you get the car, they give you the house, you're set.
Set up.
You're already set up. Here we got the nickel and dime at the funeral. Because there was no insurance.
Got to struggle for necessity.
I mean, it's not like people are asking for Mercedes-Benz or mansions, just toilet tissue. I have people come here and just ask for toilet tissue. Something's wrong with the picture. That should not be. We live in a very wealthy nation. But the wealth is disproportionate. But I do also believe that you are where you are because of the choices you've made. And you can't blame anybody for where you are, and you can't blame them for where you are not. Because we all have personal choices that we can make. And like most people, we made some bad choices and some bad decisions. But now we are making better decisions. That's why your testimony, that's why you're sitting here and being willing to put yourself on the hot seat and open up. That's why it is so valuable below. Because no longer can we keep walking around ashamed of where we've been. Because once you've come out of that, you use that apart. That was you had to go through that. If you didn't go through that, and if you took out any part of that, you wouldn't be the same person. But that was part of your making. That is part of your growing. In order to have a testimony, you've got to have a test. So you've gone through the test. So you now have the right to teach it.
Testify.
To testify. Testimony time. Hallelujah. Praise God. Anyway, don't get me going. But you've earned the right now. And that's why you are so important. You are so valuable to the process of us turning this around. You know, it hurts me that anywhere I go outside of North Minneapolis, and they ask me where I'm from, and I say North Minneapolis, ooh. I wanna live in a neighborhood where you say from North Minneapolis, oh yeah, I'm coming over there next week. Why can't we have that? I believe we can.
Yeah.
And it's going to take men like you, Belo, who can reach those that I can't reach. There are some that will listen to you that won't listen to me. So that's why you are so important, and you've got to be willing to be part of the process. You know, leaders are people who do stuff that others won't. So you're going to be called on to do some stuff. You're going to be uncomfortable. Leadership is a very lonely place. You wouldn't think that, but leadership is lonely. Because here you are trying to lead people, and they don't want to go. They don't see the value of going. But you know they need to do something because something's not working in their own lives. You know, so it's a great thing to be in leadership. And like you said, nobody signs up to be a leader. For the stuff that I'm doing here at the prayer center, if I had known it was going to be like that, I would not have signed up.
Right.
I would not have signed up. I'm like, God, I just wanted to pray for folks.
Right.
I didn't want to listen to their problems. I didn't want to give them a pack of Pampers and then see them selling them. I didn't want to give them a bottle of water and they go sell the water.
And you know what? Yeah. The
environment
around here speaks that in volumes. You got something on your wall over there that I read, and it was touching to me.
What was that?
It said, "Don't let your problem become my emergency."
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the mentality that we have here. Now, because you didn't pay your rent and you're getting evicted, now all of a sudden it's my problem.
Exactly.
I don't think so. Told you, God is still working on me. I'm trying to get there. Ain't all the way there yet. Because I like to hold people responsible. What kind of North Minneapolis would it be if we all just held each other responsible?
I've been asking that question. You know,
and speaking of that,
yes.
You know, I know you got something on your heart here, so spit it out.
Well, you know, I come across. I don't always verbally put this in front of people, but through most of my writings and through my socializing through Facebook or whatever networks we use, and I always pose the question of who's going to take on the responsibility to be responsible for our youth.
Wait there, say that again.
Who's going to take on the responsibility to be responsible for our youth and our community?
Let me tell you what he said. He says, who is going to be responsible? To be responsible.
Who's going to take on the responsibility to be responsible?
Now, you know what my answer for that is? What you think my answer for that is?
I'm waiting to hear it.
Now, what you think? Just from what you know about me, who?
I can guarantee you that you're gonna tell me.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, you. Why not you? See, that's the attitude that we got to get away from. Okay, he'll take on responsibility. She'll take the responsibility. But no, the responsibility is on me. That's why I'm here. That's why I do this. Look. I ain't getting nothing out of this.
I'm definitely not getting paid to sit here with Miss Spence.
But what I am getting is that I'm a teacher, and God has given me a gift of the way to teach so that people want to learn. So if just one person learns something from what we're talking about, that's my pay. But I want more than just one to learn it. I want 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100. An epidemic.
We want an epidemic to surface.
Absolutely, and you're a part of that. But the challenge, though, is, because that's what it is, and it's a good challenge, who is going to be responsible? Everybody, just ask yourself, what part can I play in making North Minneapolis become a better place? I guarantee you can do something. You might not need to do a TV show. You might not need to write a book. Maybe you just need to go and say hi to your neighbor. Or maybe you just need to pick up the trash from around your house or from around your neighbor's house. My point is, we can all do something to make this a better place to live. Because we've got children, we're going to have grandchildren. They deserve to have a safe place to grow up. You know, where I come from, we could go out in the woods. And that's when we get up in the morning and go out in the woods and not come back till 6 or 7 o'clock. And they know ain't nothing gonna happen to us. Ain't nobody gonna harm us.
But you know why I think that?
Mm-hmm.
Because they know what they instilled in you. And they know that they instilled a survival kit in you.
Mm-hmm. And
not only just, like you said, while you out, you know, you out in the woods or what. If you out in the academic, the world of academia, mm-hmm. You know, if you out in the world of turmoil or violence,
mm-hmm.
or we get in a situation where we have to fend for these markets, these grocery stores shut down, what we gonna do?
Right.
And I think this is something that we become disenfranchised with. You know, just small domestic necessities. Gardening, sewing, cleaning, cooking. Right now, the majority of the women are young women that I know, not to degrade the women, but I don't know too many of them that take pride in doing domesticated things. Not saying that it's their job solely.
Right.
You know, because I'm a husband. I help out in my household. I cook, clean, and do whatever else I have to. But we have to have somebody to instill something in our daughters.
Right.
You know, it's our job as fathers to instill what we need to into our sons. But we also, we can't rise no higher than our woman. So if you in a state of dishevelment, you don't have it together, then you know it's going to be more confusion than if you did have it together. And I think it all derived from conditioning though. And they got to start with somebody taking on the responsibility or taking on the task, the test of learning this stuff, acquiring these things to be able to relinquish them or to instill them into someone else.
Where do you think we got off course? Do you ever think about where did we get off course as a people?
I mean, I could relate it to materialism and classism and a lack of identity. I think right now, because you see more than anything, our people, you know, we might have a Muslim, a Christian, or a black Jew, you know, we might have anything, but since we've lost our identity, you know, been stripped of our identity, we're searching for one. And that's the problem. We have to define and create